Today, we're going to make a list of the top 10 worst units in toilet tower defense. Let's get right into this. All right, guys. So the 10th worst unit in toilet tower defense, in my opinion, is actually going to be the large TV man. Now, this guy is an AoE unit. First of all, though, one of his problems is he's like $400 to place down. That's pretty expensive for like a lower tier unit. And then at the end of the day, he doesn't do all that much damage. He can be easily stunned, and his radius is not good. His cooldown is okay, actually, because you get that down pretty low, but he's also a little bit of expensive to like upgrade. There's much better units to use instead of this guy. You know, you just spend 100 Robux and get a TV woman, and you'll be way better off. Or you can just keep playing the game and then end up getting the mythicals that are also AoE, and they're going to be much better off for you. And also, did I mention that he does not attack glasses toilets? So that's another flaw with this guy, and that's why he's on the list of the top 10 worst units in toilet tower defense. Now let's go ahead and move on to the 9th unit. So guys, real quick though, before we get into the 9th worst unit in the game, I'm actually doing a giveaway for an exclusive scientist crate. If you didn't know about this, all you gotta do to enter is leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you leave a comment with your Roblox username. Once you guys do those 3 things, head on over to my website, LTkrazy.com, and I'll show you guys what to do next. So once you guys are on my site, click the giveaway button right here, and once this page loads, scroll on down, you'll find the giveaway right here. There's 9 ways to enter. Do all 9 for the best shot at winning. Also, when you're on my page, make sure you go to the toilet tower defense spot, because on this page, you can find the accurate value of any unit in the entire game on here. This way, you guys never get scammed again. The link to this site will be in the pinned comment. Click that, and make sure you guys use this so you never get scammed again. Happy trading, and let's get back to the video. The 9th worst unit is actually going to be the large cameraman. Now, this guy right here, he's an epic, so that, you know, that means he should be pretty good, right? Well, unfortunately, that's just not the case. All he does is he has like a little machine gun right here, and he just shoots the enemies. He doesn't really have that good of radius, and his cooldown, though, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the cooldown gets to be really good. I think it gets down to 0.1, so he's shooting really quick, but then his max damage per second only gets up to like 1,000. So at the end of the day, he's like just not that good. There's way better options you can take instead of this guy. However, you know, of course, it's only an epic, so what do you expect? But I mean, he should be, in my opinion, a little teeny tiny bit better. Maybe like 1,500, 2,000 damage, something like that per second, and then it would be a viable unit. But just the way he's at right now, it's just it's kind of useless and kind of sad in my opinion. Now let's go ahead and move on to the 8th one. And for 8th in this list, I think that is actually going to be the surveillance camera woman, this girl right here, because she is just shooting way too slow in my opinion. 1 second every shot. Now, of course, yes, you could get that down, but at the end of the day, it's just not that good, because also her damage is really low. But there is one thing that she has going for her. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If I were to upgrade her, her radius, as you guys can probably tell already, is like ginormous. It's huge. It's absolutely huge, which is good and all, but it doesn't matter if it's not doing a lot of damage, right? Because as you guys can see, like, look at the large TV man's radius, very tiny. Large cameraman, tiny. But look at this, is just her starter radius. If you were to max her out, it covers like the whole map. So that is pretty cool about her. But in my opinion, it's still just not enough to make her, you know, any better than like, you know, some of the like, you know, units that aren't on this, you know, list here. So that's my opinion. You guys, you know, let me know if you disagree. But the 7th worst unit in this game, in my opinion, is the speaker helicopter. This one is just an AoE unit, if it lets me place it even, that, you know, it does AoE obviously, but look at when you place it, it does 20 damage, guys, 20 damage. Now obviously you could upgrade it, and the upgrades are pretty cheap, which is nice, but still the radius doesn't ever get much bigger, and even like the damaging part of the like circle isn't very good and very wide, so it does not damage, like, even though it's AoE, it still pretty much only hits 1 unit at a time. Whereas at least like this guy, that's why he's number 10. You see how his radius is like half of his body, or half of the circle? Well, that makes the AoE a little teeny tiny bit more effective and just better outright. So that is why I think the speaker is pretty bad. Not gonna lie. At least you could upgrade it for pretty cheap though, because I mean it is a blue unit, so it should be pretty cheap, right guys? And then, you know, you upgrade it, and you know, sadly the like circle right here, like this little like chunk of the pie, that is not going to increase, so that's why I don't think he's very good. Now the 6th worst unit in this game, in my opinion, is the TV man. Now, he's got a little bit better of like a chunk, but in my opinion, he's just not it, guys. He's not it. I feel like whenever I use this guy, he like doesn't even attack some of them. I don't know. He seems bugged out to me. Sometimes like the units just get by way too quick. Like his radius is even tinier than the speakerman. That's why it's just so bad. I mean, yes, you could upgrade him and all. That's great, but like look, like this, just for being an AoE, he's only attacking one guy at a time. And then if you get like assassin toilets or anything else on the map that are quick, like small ones even, they'll just sneak right by and not even get hit. You really have to put a lot of money in this guy before he starts getting effective, and that's not good for being a blue unit. Like, you know, as soon as you put him down, he should at least be somewhat effective because he's already a blue unit and he's pretty bad. But nope, unfortunately he's not. That's why, in my opinion, like, you know, they're both blue units, but I think the speaker helicopter is better just because it has a little bit wider radius, so it can attack at least a little bit longer. Although they both have their trade-offs, because once again, this one has a small pie chunk, or at least this one has a little bit bigger one, but remember, his radius is tiny. So they're both pretty bad, let's be honest, guys. That's why they're on this list. Now let's go ahead and move on to the 5th worst unit on this list. Okay, guys, so the 5th worst unit is actually going to be the cameraman. Now, this guy, he just has like a little pistol, as you can see right here, and he just shoots the people, but he doesn't do too much damage, like 20 every 1 second. In, you know, the grand scheme of things, that's not very good, and that's exactly why he's on this list. Now, of course, you could upgrade him, get his cooldown, you know, like down a little bit lower than 1 second, so he's gonna be shooting a little bit quicker, which is nice. The radius will go up a little bit, but not too much, and then his damage gets up to about 100. So, I mean, his DPS potential is like around like the 500 to like 1,000 range, which isn't that great, and that's, like I said before, that's why he's on this list. So there is number 5, guys. Now, the 4th worst unit in toilet tower defense is gonna be the car speakerman. In my opinion, this guy is pretty terrible. So watch what he does. He basically is like the laser cameraman car. He does that little dash and like kind of like runs the people over. But the problem with him is he attacks every 3 seconds and he only does 80 damage. And $150 to place down, like this guy is just a waste of money. That's all I'm gonna say. He's terrible. The cooldown is way too bad. Damage is not good enough to, you know, justify that kind of like really bad cooldown. And the radius, I mean, the radius is kind of big, as you guys can see. Like, you know, if I put him like right here where this guy is, it would have been like pretty good to cover this whole like, you know, part of the track, but that guy was kind of taking up my way. By the way, I'm playing with just like a group of subscribers here. We have Block, which I believe is Carrot. I have Weakest Dummy. I have Fast and Furious and Kooky here. So shout out to all these guys. They're all our subscribers. Thank you guys for, you know, being a part of the community. You're awesome. If any of you guys watching this video, you know, you want to join up into my games and stuff, I try to, you know, just play in like my VIP server sometimes. You guys can just join up, like join me in challenges or other kind of videos that I make. It's always a good time to get access to my VIP. Just join my Discord server. I usually post a link in there, or if you guys become like members on my stream, I try to get you guys added, so then you guys can be on my friends list, and then any like of my friends have access to my server. They can join like anytime. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. You know, those of you who are members, those of you who are in my Discord, you guys are the best. But let's get back to the list here. So the 4th one was the car speakerman. Now let's move on to number 3. And number 3, in my opinion, is actually going to be the speakerman. You guys might find this a little surprising. This is the basic unit in the game. Of course he's going to be on this list because of course he's pretty bad. But if you get him upgraded, like look at that. He's pretty cheap to upgrade. He does 100 damage every 0.5 seconds. So 200 DPS there, which is, you know, pretty terrible. But I mean, he's really cheap to upgrade. And he's the starter unit, so what do you expect? Of course he's going to be on the list, right? Now, the thing with him, I think he actually got a rework. He looks different. He looks cooler now. I think that's going to go for him too. I like his new look. He's got a nice new style. I feel like his clothes is like more textured, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about him. Low damage, low radius. I mean, decent cooldown. Not a great unit, right? Now, what's worse than him in second place, if you guys haven't actually guessed already, it's actually the camera woman. This girl is terrible. She's the other basic unit in the game, but the problem with her is her cooldown is 3 seconds and her damage is so low. I mean, we'll upgrade her here. I'll show you guys, but I mean, like, it doesn't really do too much. I mean, as you guys can see, it's I guess, I mean, it's the same as the speaker man because it gets down to 1 second and damage is that. But the thing is, I don't know. I'd rather the unit that attacks a little bit quicker because that helps if there's quicker units. That's why, in my opinion, the speakerman's a little bit better. I mean, her radius is slightly bigger by only 2. But the thing about it, guys, just keep in mind, if there's quick assassins or stuff like that on the map, they're gonna get by the camerawoman, whereas the speakerman, he's actually gonna be able to take them out. So that is, you know, why in my opinion that the camerawoman's worse and why she's the second worst unit in the entire game. Now, you guys are probably a little confused now, and you're probably wondering, well, what's the worst unit in the game if both of the basics aren't the worst? Well, guys, in my opinion, the worst unit in the game, it's the large scientist cameraman. And here, before you guys freak out, let me tell you why. Okay? Now, this guy, if you upgrade him and whatnot, he could actually get up to doing like about 1,000 damage per second, which is pretty good, right? But keep in mind, this is an exclusive unit, so he should be really good, like insanely good, but he's not. He only does 1,000 damage per second. And guess what? You can only place one of them down. As you guys can see, you have reached your limit for placing large scientist cameramen. You could only have one of these guys. So if you put him on your team, you're completely wasting a slot of the, you know, good units that you could potentially bring. So like, you would never bring this guy into the harder maps like nightmare mode or insane or anything like that, or hard mode, just because you'll end up losing because you could have had something better like the laser cameraman car, scientist cameraman, something like that. This unit is just a waste of space. You don't need him on your team. You know, one positive note that he does, he actually will heal your like city. So for example, if we got attacked, he would heal it by like 5 to 20 health every single round. That's good, but in no game should you be getting attacked where this guy will come in handy. Like, if you're getting attacked and you can't handle it, you're gonna lose. You shouldn't need him. You should have better units that'll actually, you know, kill the toilets instead of focusing on just having this guy. Now, I guess if you're playing in a group of 5, if one of the guys, like, for example, has like all bad units and he has this guy, of course, by all means, put him on. It'll help out just in case we do get attacked like once or twice. Just do it. But you're never going to use this in a solo match. There's no point. You're going to have to put on better units. You're never going to bring him into the harder modes. There's no point. And you can only place one of them down at a time. And his upgrades are kind of expensive. So that's why, in my opinion, this guy is the worst unit in the entire game. If you guys are mad at me and think something is, you know, worse than him, you're going to have to let me know in the comments of this video. Now, like I said, I mean, this is my opinion. I think that's the worst just because it's an exclusive. You have to pay money. And, you know, being an exclusive too, he's not any exclusive. He's not like the easiest one to get. He's like a 29% chance to hatch or summon too. So, like, you know, the scientist cameraman, he's like a 70. You get him easily. But this guy, he's pretty rare too. You get him from like those exclusive scientist crates that we're going to be giving away on my website. So, you know, once again, guys, make sure you guys enter that before it's too late. And we're going to be picking that winner at 250K. So hopefully we'll get there, you know, maybe in the next day or so. Hopefully, you know, you guys, those of you that are watching this video, double check. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, smash that subscribe button until it's broken. All right, appreciate you guys. We are growing so fast right now. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Like, it is actually insane how quick we grew in the past month. Like, seriously, guys, we gained like 100,000 subs in like 28 days almost. So thank you guys so much for that. That is like life-changing. So you guys are the best. Now, let's go ahead, though, and just, like, finish out this game here. I mean, I'm playing with a group of subs, so I'm not going to just leave on them. So we'll kind of see what happens, and we'll see if we could win this. So I am going to go ahead and upgrade all of our guys. I think I already did mostly upgrade them all, so you guys can kind of, like, see their max performance here. So, cameraman. Let's upgrade the car speaker guy. You know, this guy, I feel like he never really gets used. He does 300 damage per second, which is obviously not that good. So let me upgrade him though again, and then we'll just kind of max him out here. I mean, some of my teammates are using the UTC and yes, and like the laser camera car and like the jetpack and stuff. So I mean, we're pretty decked out. I'm not sure what this one guy's doing. He has all level 1 cameraman cars. They're not even in range to attack, but you know, it's kind of interesting. Let's put on auto skip though. I'm just gonna tell these guys we should probably put on skip. We spawn killing. Yeah, we are spawn trapping them right now. Imagine being spawn trapped as a toilet. That must stink, guys. That must stink. Now, here we go. Wave 14. I mean, once again, we have really bad units. I could actually get down. I'm trying to see what has, like, the most range here. Maybe cameraman. Get some of these guys down. I mean, I don't have, you know, too many of the good units here. These are literally the top 5 worst units in the game that I have equipped right now. So our potential to do a lot of damage right now is very, very low, but I'm going to do what I could to help out. It seems so loud. I feel like I have to turn down the volume. Turn it down 1 notch right there. All right, what else can I place down? Another, like, speaker man? Like, I don't even know. Just kind of give these guys some use that never really get chosen on the team, right? This is like one of those dodgeball scenarios in high school when like these are the guys that get chosen last and we're giving them a chance to play. It's a wholesome story. All right, though, honestly kind of fun trying to figure it out. Cookie, I think they're trying to figure out what kind of video I'm gonna make. This guy said LT. What did he say? I'm a dono 20 to you. Yo, fast legend, bro. If you do, you crazy, man. Dude said he's gonna drop a 20 super chat bomb in my stream today. That's gonna be insane if he does. Could you guys imagine that? Oh no, though, guys, we're gonna lose. What's happening? We're falling apart, guys. The team's falling apart. How are we not doing enough damage right now to take these guys out? What the heck? Are we actually gonna lose on media mode? The game's lagging. You guys know anytime the game starts lagging, I can consider that a loss. I'm gonna turn off auto skip here. Like, we are actually losing. What is going on right now? Why are we doing so bad? How are we doing so bad? This is just embarrassing, guys. What the heck? We are actually gonna lose this. It's probably because we don't have any AoE troops down. That's probably the reason why. And also because I'm using basic units. But like, for real, we're about to lose and choke on medium mode. That just goes to show on how bad these units are. Now I'm kind of curious. Are we gonna be able to win? I mean, it's lagging so bad that I kind of just want to back out and take the L. We even have a vacuum. We lost, guys. Big L. Big L. That's hilarious. So we actually lost. Could you guys believe that? Yeah, we're not even like doing any damage anymore. Big L. GG, guys. Well, we lost that. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. It is what it is. Let's just back out and then we'll wrap up this this game. That's crazy. We actually lost using the top 5 worst units. Well, it's not your guys' fault. It's my fault because I couldn't really help out. So let's head back to the lobby. And that is probably going to be a wrap for this video. Maybe I'll choose like one guy who notices me and I'll sign his unit. But then we're going to wrap this up. Cameraman, is this one of my subscribers? Cameraman, it is. Let me trade this guy real quick, guys. And then we're going to wrap up this video because I think this was a pretty successful video. I had a good time making it. And I hope that you guys agree with me on my choices there. I don't know what you think. Can you sign real quick? You got your trades off, bro. Let's see, Kookie. I'm going to trade this guy. He's always in my streams. I never really get to trade him. So let me trade Kookie. Let me sign one. Let me sign one unit. Let me sign one unit. Let's see what he has for us. What unit do you think he's going to send us? I'm going to say engineer or maybe the ninja. Ooh, cinema man. Good choice. That's one of the strongest units in the game. However, I haven't been using him very often lately. I just, I like the UTC more, I think. He's the, what's it called? The one that shoots the blue laser, does AoE as well, does 20,000 DPS. He's just better in my opinion. So there you go, Cookie. Enjoy that, buddy, and I hope you like it. Now, guys, if you like this video and you found it kind of like interesting to watch, let me know by leaving a like and, you know, subscribing. Of course, that helps out a ton. We're really trying to hit 250K, guys, not only because I want to get a quarter of the way to 1 million subs, which is going to be sick and insane, but I also want to give away that crate to you guys. So once we get to 250K, we'll be giving that crate away. So thank you guys for, you know, making the journey possible. And also, if you guys would like to watch another video from me, I actually did a really fun spin wheel challenge yesterday on the desert map. You guys are not going to want to miss it because it was insane. Some might even say crazy. All right, I'll see you guys on over there. And with all that being said, adios.